Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My role as a senior architect at Sterling and Vance wasn't just about crafting blueprints. It was about shaping the next generation. I specialized in sustainable urban design, and part of my responsibilities included mentoring junior architects. This year, I was leading a high-profile initiative, a competition for the design of a groundbreaking eco-friendly community hub. The stakes were enormous, a multi-million-dollar contract and significant prestige for the winning team and the firm. There were several bright young teams, but one in particular grated on me. It was led by Dean, an exceptionally cocky junior who exuded an air of entitlement. His teammates, Lara and Finn, seemed to mostly follow his lead. From day one, I sensed an arrogance, a belief that they were smarter than everyone else, including me. I'm in my early 30s, a bit younger than some senior leads, and I'd come from a rival university system, so I suppose they saw me as someone easily fooled. Their challenge was to design a community hub that integrated seamlessly with a specific, challenging urban environment, focusing on innovative, sustainable practices and community engagement. When their initial design schematics and structural analysis reports came in, I dove into them. My specialty means I've studied countless designs, both celebrated and obscure. And as anyone in this field knows, a designer's touch is as unique as a fingerprint. It only took a few hours for a cold dread to settle in. Their entire submission was a barely disguised ripoff. They had found an award-winning community center design from a lesser-known firm in another city, stripped it of its original contextual elements, and tried to force it onto our project site. Not only was it plagiarized, but the original design, while good for its site, was fundamentally flawed for ours. The structural analysis was directly copied, ignoring crucial geotechnical reports unique to our location. It was egregious, lazy, and a direct insult to my intelligence and the firm's integrity. Had this gone unnoticed, it could have led to monumental financial losses and irreversible damage to our reputation. And then Dean had the audacity to approach me in the communal kitchen, smugly mentioning how many late nights they'd pulled to deliver such a comprehensive submission, hinting at their certainty of winning the bid. My blood ran cold, then boiled. Lying to my face about a deliberate act of professional fraud was a line I wouldn't let them cross unpunished. But I couldn't just expose them immediately. The firm's HR department was notoriously cautious, preferring to sweep controversies under the rug if possible. I needed undeniable proof and an irrefutable path to justice. So I devised a plan. I graded their submission with a conditional pass, just enough to keep them clinging to a thread of hope, but far from securing the project. This was my bait. For the other teams, even those with weaker but original submissions, I provided constructive feedback and genuine encouragement, knowing their hard work, no matter how imperfect, deserved respect. I set a mandatory design review session for all teams receiving a conditional pass, explaining that this was their opportunity to rigorously defend their choices and earn full project approval. The catch: these reviews were scheduled for the 3 days leading up to the firm's 2-week holiday break, and company policy strictly dictated in-person attendance for all critical project stages. I knew Dean, Lara, and Finn had already booked lavish international trips. I smiled to myself. My trap was set. Sure enough, the emails poured in the moment the conditional passes were announced. Dean, with his characteristic bravado, requested an online review, citing unforeseen travel commitments. My reply was polite but firm. Firm policy, Dean. In-person review only. Failure to attend results in immediate project disqualification. They had no choice but to cancel their expensive plans, scramble for flights, and return to the office, visibly fuming but desperate to save their skins. The firm's policy was their undoing, forcing them back for what they believed would be a mere formality. They came in one by one, each review scheduled for a minimum of 2 hours. Dean was first, still radiating a faint aura of confidence. He sat across from me, a faint smirk playing on his lips, undoubtedly thinking he just needed to charm his way through and pick up those missing points. I didn't mention plagiarism. I didn't need to. Instead, I opened their design and began. Dean, I started, my tone clinical, walk me through your rationale for this structural beam placement here. considering the seismic activity inherent to our specific site's fault lines. He stammered, offering vague, generic architectural principles. And the material choice for the facade. How does its thermal conductivity support your projected energy efficiency metrics given our unique microclimate's humidity levels? He bluffed, he fumbled, he contradicted himself. The design wasn't his, and he couldn't speak to its specific nuances or its deep flaws when applied to our project. Hour after hour, I meticulously dissected every copied choice. Why this rainwater harvesting system, Dean? It's clearly designed for a different average rainfall pattern. Explain its efficiency here. Your solar panel array is optimized for an azimuth that doesn't exist on this particular lot. Elaborate. I watched the color drain from his face as the realization slowly dawned. I knew it wasn't his work, and I was making him suffer for every stolen detail. When he tried to cut the meeting short, muttering about other commitments, I simply held up a hand. Firm policy, Dean. We must thoroughly review every aspect to ensure due diligence. Your career depends on it. I kept him there for 3 agonizing hours. Lara and Finn faced similar tortures in the following days, their initial bluster quickly deflating into quiet desperation. I watched their eyes as they slowly understood that not only had they been caught, but they had been baited and played, costing them their holiday, their money, and their professional standing. In the end, their project was officially rejected. There was no passing grade, no second chance. They were pulled from the project and reassigned to archival work, a professional purgatory for junior architects. Their reputation within the firm was shattered. And as they walked out, heads down, souls crushed, I couldn't help but offer a cheerful, "Enjoy your staycation, everyone." They learned the hard way that integrity isn't just a word, it's the foundation of everything we build. And I made sure they felt every single crumbling brick of their lie.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.